Learn with Yogesh Sir.
Hello dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn with Yogesh Sir. You are watching class 5 maths textbook chapter wise explanation series, and today in this video I will explain chapter number 5 far and near door pass. इस चैप्टर में हम क्या क्या सीखेंगे बच्चों? वी विल लर्न इन दिस चैप्टर चूज द अप्रोप्रिएट यूनिट इफ वी वांट टू मेजर द लेंथ ऑफ सम ऑब्जेक्ट विच यूनिट वी विल चूज. सो हियर वी विल लर्न दैट convert confidently between millimeter, centimeters, meter and kilometer. Compare the length written in different unit using greater than, smaller than or equal to sign. Add and subtract length, multiply and divide lengths. Estimate distance and length using reference objects, feet and inches. So we have learnt about length, how to measure length using the scale given in your geometry box. So in this chapter far and near we will learn more units of measuring distance, millimeter, centimeter, meters and kilometer, and discover the relationship between them. Choosing the right unit. Should we measure something in centimeter or meter? Choosing a sensible unit is the first step in the measurement. So which unit we will use? So it's a very important question. So for example, you can see here a table is given here. The name of object is given here, the quantity is also given, the value is given. We have to tell whether they are meter or centimeter. So for example, height of India Gate, so it 42 is given. You know that height of India Gate is very big. So if we are writing here centimeters, 42 centimeter will be just like this. So obviously India Gate is very big compared to this, so it is not centimeter, actually it is meter. Length of hanky that you keep in your pocket, so obviously it will be in centimeter. Depth of well will be in meter. Length of mobile phone 13 centimeter. Length of elephant trunk 2 meter. It will be in meter. But if it is 200, okay, so it will not be meter, it will be centimeter. Distance between two button on a shirt, so it is 5, so 5 will be centimeter. Different units, same measure. Shikha and Sonu are measuring saris and stalls at a village weaving center. Double number lines help us that centimeter and meters can be described the exact same length. For example, you can see here the upper side, the quantity, the values are given in centimeter, and the down it is given in meter, but actually they are same. For example, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. They both are same. In the same way, 200 centimeter is equal to 2 meter, 300 centimeter is equal to 3 meter, 400 centimeter is equal to 4 meter. Actually, when you want to convert meter into centimeter, just multiply it with 100. For example, 5, if you want to change 5 meter into centimeter, so 5 into 10s are is equal to 5 tens are 500 centimeters. So match the pair, same length, different unit. So we have to match the pair. I have already solved this. For example, you can see 204 centimeter. So it will be equal to 2 meter and 4 centimeter. 540 centimeter, it will be equal to 5 meter 40 centimeter. 750 centimeter, actually it should be equal to 7 meter and 50 centimeter, but this is not given in the option. Instead of 7 meters 50 centimeter, what is given there? 6 meter and 150 centimeter. So actually they both are equal. How these are equal? Because from 150 centimeter you can split this as 100 plus 50. So this 100 centimeter will become again 1 meter. So 6 meter and 1 meter, 7 meter and 50 centimeter. So 750 centimeter is equal to 6 meter and 150 centimeter according to the question. Next is 240 centimeter. So this is equal to 2 meter and 40 centimeter. 404 centimeter, so it should be 4 meter and 4 centimeter, but that is not in the option. So what is in the option? It is 2 meter and 204 centimeter. So again 200 centimeter will become 2 meter. Comparing lengths. Before comparing two lengths, always convert them to same unit. When you want to compare two lengths, whether which one is bigger, first your first task is to change them into same unit. So here you can see 456 centimeter and the other side is 5 meter. We have to tell which one is bigger. So this is in centimeter, this is in meter. So first you will do change meter in centimeter or centimeter into meter, but as it is easy to change meter into centimeter, so we will change meter to centimeter. So it will become 500. So 500 is greater than 456. So next is 55 plus 2, so 200, it is 255, and this side 200 plus 54, 254. So which one is greater? 255. 6 meter and 5 centimeter, 6 meter and 50 centimeter. So this is bachcho, first one is 605 centimeter total, and the right side is 650. So 650 is greater. In the same way, let's check the others as well. Next is world's tallest statue. So height of world tallest statues are given, the name also given. Statues pictures are not here, but it is given in your textbook, so you can see from there. We have to solve the question on the basis of the height. So first question is difference between tallest statue versus Statue of Liberty. So tallest statue is Statue of Unity, that is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue, Iron Man of India, and its height is 182. Statue of Liberty, where is it? It is 93 meters. So just subtract 182 minus 93, so you will get the answer 89 meter. Next is statues with least difference. सबसे कम difference कहाँ पे है? So you can see here the difference is, they are almost same, just a minor difference is there, and the minor difference is of 2 meter. Statue of Liberty and the Motherland Calls. Statue with the largest difference in height. So obviously it will be the tallest statue and the smallest statue. Tallest statue is Statue of Unity. Smallest statue here is Christ the Redeemer. So subtract these heights, you will get the difference, that is 144 meter. Which statue's height is doubled or equal? Which statue's height doubled equals the Statue of Unity? So Statue of Unity is 182 centimeter, 182 meter, and its half will be 91 meter. So where is 91? You can see here the Motherland Call. So height of Statue of Unity is double of the Motherland Calls. Yeah, here is it. Coming to next, measuring long distances. When we have to measure the long distances, like the distance between cities or the length of a road, here we use different tools. For example, if you want to measure the length of small objects, like the length of your textbook and length of pencil, blackboard, you can use centimeter scale that is given in your geometry books, but for long distance we use different tool, like you can see here long tape. Long tape, it is a flexible tape of 115 to 50 meter long, used to measure playground, field and buildings. The next is rodometer, measuring wheel. It is a kind of wheel, a wheel that is rolled along the road. Each rotation add a fixed distance to the total. Then is range finder, uses a laser or optics to measure the distance to a far object without walking in it. So walking to it. So this is used in high hills, where you have no need to walk from one point to other point, just you can use range finder. Laser distance meter, again a handheld device that instantly measure the distance using a laser beam, used indoor and outdoor as well. Steps and distance, measure 100 meters. So this is an activity, bachcho. Measure 100 meter, 200 meter on a school playground using a long tape. Mark the points, walk on the line and count your steps. Use the relationship between number of steps and the distance to estimate distance around you for at least 3 locations. So what you have to do, you have to mark 100 meter on the school playground using measuring tape, and then you will count the number of steps taken by you from this point to this point, and then you have to count. For example, in this 100 meter you are taking 130 steps. So what does it mean? For 1000 meter you will take how many steps? You will take 1300 steps. From this calculation you can easily find the distance between two locations. For example, from this location A to B, if you have to find the distance, you will walk, you will count the number of steps, and by comparing this relation, by using this relation, you can find the distance. The kilometer measuring long distance. We know that 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So using this relation, we have to find the answer of this question. We have to find the number of ropes needed to make 1 kilometer. The length of the rope is given 1000 meter, and we have to find 1 kilometer, and 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So what does it mean? It means we need only one rope. If the length of the rope is 100 meter and we have to measure 1 kilometer, again 1 kilometer means 1000 meters, so we will need such 10 ropes. If the length of the rope is 10 meters, so we will need 100 such ropes. If the length of the rope is 200 meter, we will need 5 ropes. If the length of the rope is 500 meter, 2 ropes will be needed. If the length of the rope is 200 meter, 250 meter, the ropes will be needed 4. Organizing a 3-kilometer race. Sheena and Jennifer are organizing a 3-kilometer race. Help them with the arrangement. They want to make some arrangement for the race for the athletes who are running there. For example, water station. If the athletes are running, obviously they will need water in the way. So after every 500 meter, they are planning to arrange water station. So how many water station would be needed? So just divide the total length of the race with the one water station distance, that is 500 meter, and when you will divide, you will get 6. So it means they need to install 6 water station on this track. Children, they need to arrange children, they need to stand children to guide the athletes. So how many children will be needed? If the after every 300 meter they are standing children, so divide the total length again with the 300 meters, so you will get 10. So it means 10 children will be needed. Flags alternate, so they need to put flags around the track. So after every 50 meter, so total distance divided by 50, and you will get here 60 flags. But as the flags are alternate, like first one is red, then blue, then red, then blue, so 30 of red and 30 of blue. The longest train journey in India. The longest train journey in India is by the Vivek Express running from Dibrugarh, Assam to Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. Look at the station. So you can see here the train is starting from Dibrugarh, then it is reaching at Dimapur, then Guwahati, then Jalpaiguri, Bhubaneswar, Visakhapatnam, Vijayawada, Coimbatore, and finally Kanyakumari. And the distance from Dibrugarh is given. Remember, this is the distance from Dibrugarh. So using this table, we have to find the answer. First one is the total length of the route. So total length of the route is bachcho 4187 kilometer. Distance between Vijayawada and Jalpaiguri. So Vijayawada and Jalpaiguri. Where is Vijayawada? This is Vijayawada. And where is Jalpaiguri? This is Jalpaiguri. So the train is starting from Dibrugarh. Okay, this is Dibrugarh and this is Kanyakumari. And on this track, on this way, somewhere there is Jalpaiguri, okay, and Vijayawada. So we have to find this distance, and distance from Dibrugarh to Jalpaiguri is given. What is that? That is 983 kilometer. And distance from Dibrugarh to Vijayawada is also given, that is 2800 kilometers. So if we will subtract this small distance from this distance, we will have this distance Jalpaiguri to Vijayawada. So what we are doing the same here, and the distance between Vijayawada to Jalpaiguri is 1817 kilometer. Distance between Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam. So in the same way you will subtract the distance from Dibrugarh to Vijayawada, that is this 2800 kilometer, and distance between Dibrugarh to Visakhapatnam is 2450. So to subtract this, you will get 350 distance between Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam. Farther apart, which is farther apart? Which pair are farther apart? Guwahati or Dimapur or Bhubaneswar or Jalpaiguri. So again you will do the same, you will subtract the distance and then you will compare which one is farther. Distance between Guwahati and Coimbatore. So where is the Guwahati? Guwahati is at 556 kilometer far from the Dibrugarh, and the next one is Coimbatore. Where is Coimbatore, bachcho? Here is Coimbatore. So subtract 556 from 3675 and you will get the answer. The distance between Guwahati and Coimbatore, that is 3119 kilometer. The word of small things, like to measure the distance of long things, far locations, we were using kilometer. But what if we need to measure the small things like a sprout, a screw, a nail, that are very small for centimeter? Even we face difficulty to measure their height, their length in centimeter alone. So there we need some smaller unit, that is millimeter. And what is millimeter बच्चों? We know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So when you will closely look at the scale, here you will find between 1 centimeter to 2 centimeter 9 small marks. So for example, you can see here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 9 small marks and the finally last one, so total 10s are there. So it means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Each mark is telling us 1 millimeter. So what we have to do here, we have to draw the lines given the length. So we will use our scale and we will draw the length like this. So you can do it easily. Relationship between different units. So this is what we have learned till now. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. By using this relationship, we can convert one unit to other. Double number lines and conversions. So you can see here bachcho, there are two lines. The upper line is, the length is given in centimeter, in the lower line it is given in millimeter. We have to fill this the blanks. I have already filled, so you can just directly check it. Like 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter, 7 it is equal to 70 millimeter, 15 centimeter equal to 150 millimeter, 25 centimeter is equal to 250 millimeters. And same for the next, the upper line is in meter, the lower line is in centimeter. Just multiply meter with 100, you will get centimeter. Then kilometer and meter, to change kilometer into meter, multiply with 1000 and you will get a meter. Use your understanding, fill in the blanks. So we have to fill in the blank, like 4 centimeter 5 millimeter will be 45 millimeter, 89 millimeter is equal to 8 centimeter 9 millimeter, 234 is equal to 2340 millimeter. अगर आपको, if you have to change this in meter, so it will become 2 meter and 34 centimeter. Use your understanding, fill in the blank. Again the same things we have to convert the relationship which we have learned till now. Adding and subtracting length. So how to add and subtract length? Length in mixed unit. If we have length in mixed unit, like there is kilometer and meter, there is meter and centimeter, so how we will add and subtract them? So let's see. You can see this is an example of mixed unit, because there is kilometer and meter, and the same kilometer and meter are here. We have to add these two distance and we have to find the total distance walked by Saji. So how we will do this? So we will change the mixed unit into a single unit. So 3 kilometer is equal to 3000 meter. Okay, and 450 is already is in meter. Then 4 kilometer is equal to 4000 meter, and 650 is already in meter. So now you can add this and you will get 8100 meter, and finally it will, you can change again it into mixed unit, kilometer and meter, 8 kilometer and 100 meter. So again we have to do the same. 63 meter of cable, this is the total in meter. The other unit is mixed example. For example, meter and centimeter is there. So what we will do, we will change this first into centimeter and it will become 6300 centimeter, and you will also change this into centimeter, it will become 1675 centimeter, and then you can easily subtract this, you will get 4625, and then finally you can again change this into meter and centimeter mixed unit. Word problems, adding length. So we have to add these two lengths. These are mixed units, so change into centimeter, and then finally answer you can change into meters. Again we have to do the same. Circle the bigger length and find the difference. So which one is bigger here, 11 millimeter or 1 centimeter? So obviously 11 millimeter, and the difference is 1 millimeter. 26 millimeter or 2 centimeter? So obviously 26 millimeter and the difference is 6 millimeter. 20 centimeter or 201 millimeter? So which one is bigger, 201 millimeter, and the difference is 1 millimeter, because 20 centimeter is actually bachcho 200 millimeter and this is 201, so the difference is 1. So change this into meter. So first you will not directly change into meter. First you will change this into centimeter. It will become 102 centimeter, and 102 centimeter will become 1 meter and 2 centimeter, and this is 1 meter. So which one is bigger? Obviously this is bigger. And what is the difference? 2 centimeter is the difference. So you can do this easily, multiplying and dividing lengths. So how to multiply and divide we will do the same here. We need 1 meter 80 centimeter of cloth to make a shirt of 10-year-old child. How much cloth is needed for 20 such children? So how we will do this? So bachcho, to solve this, we have to find the cloth needed for 20 children to make the shirt, and for one child's shirt we need 1 meter and 80 centimeter long cloth. So what you will do, you will change the first this into total into centimeter. So it is 180 centimeter we have to find for 20 children. So if we know the value of 1, we have to find more. What we do, we multiply with 20. So it will become 3600 centimeter, and then finally you can change this into meter, 36 meter. You can see here why we are changing this in meter, because when you go to a clothes shop, you don't ask the shopkeeper to give you cloth in centimeter. Instead you can you ask him to give you the cloth in meter. So that's why we will change finally this into meter. So again the number line you can see here. What we have to do here, we have to find the cost now here. So the cost of 5 meter is 100. 5 meter cost is 100. So 5 twos are 10. Here the 100 twos will be 200. So 10 meter cloth rate will be, cost will be 200. Again it is making double. 10 twos are 20 meters. So 200 twos are 400 rupees for 20 meter cloth. So 20 twos are 40, 400 twos are 800 is the price of 40 meter long cloth. It is little bit difficult because here the length is 100 meter. We have to find its cost. So you can see here 100 meter cost is 200. So sorry, 10 meter cost is 200. So 10 meter cost is 200 rupees. So 100. How we will make 100 meter from 10? So just multiply it with 10. So in the same way this side also multiply with 10, and you will get the cost of 100 meter cloth, and that is 2000 rupees. So next is embroidery thread. 1 meter thread embroiders 50 centimeter sari border. For a 5 meter border, how much thread will be needed? For 5 meter, 1 meter thread 50 centimeter, okay, or you can say half meter. 1 meter thread embroider half meter of sari. We have to embroider 5 meter of border, 5 meter border. So how much thread will be needed? So for half meter, 1 meter thread is needed. So 1 meter of border we will need 2 meter of thread, okay, and we have to border 5 meter total. 5 meter border we will need 10 meter of thread. We have to find the cost of thread as well. The cost of 1 meter of thread is 50 rupees. So 10 meter will be 500 rupees. Road laying division. A 12 kilometer and 600 meter road is completed into 6 equal days. We have to find in one single day, or you can say on each day, how long road is laying down. So divide the total length with the total number of days taken to make it 600 meter. But the problem is this is a mixed unit. Kilometer is there, meter is also there. So first change this total into meter. So it will become 12,600 meter, and then divide with the total number of days. And when you will divide this, you will get 2 2100 meter, and if you want to change this into mixed unit, so 2 kilometer and 100 meter. Estimating length and feet inches. This is very important. Not every measurement needs a tool in hand. We can estimate using reference object, and we should also know feet and inches common in daily life. तो हर किसी की लेंथ बच्चों आप जो है टूल का यूज नहीं कर सकते, जैसे मेजरिंग टेप। कई बार क्या होता है हमें रेफरेंस पॉइंट भी लेना होता है, तो वो कई बार क्या होता है हमें रेफरेंस पॉइंट भी लेना होता है। जैसे कि मान लीजिए इफ यू वांट टू मेजर द हाइट इफ यू ऑफ अ ट्री, ओके, so to measure the height of this tree, it's very hard for us to use measuring tape or some other tool. So instead of this, we will take reference of some other object which is nearby us, like the pole. Okay, there is a pole, so we can just compare that this pole is bigger than, or you can say tree is just smaller than this pole. So estimate help us here. This is a very important 1 inch. 1 inch, when you will closely look your scale, on the upper side we have centimeters, okay, 15 centimeter, but on the lower side some more units are given. That unit is बच्चों inch, and 1 inch is equal to 2 centimeter and 5 millimeter. एंड 1 फुट होता है हमारा बच्चों डेट इज टोटल 12 इंच। जो आपका लंबे वाला स्केल होता है दैट स्टील स्केल विच यू हैव द लॉन्ग स्केल, actually it is 1 foot long because there are 30 centimeter and you can say there are 12 inches, and as it is 1 foot long we generally call it futa. That's all for this video. Thank you. If this video is useful for you, like, subscribe and share with a friend. See you in the next video.